returning to life and committing acts of murder. A widespread investigation of reports from funeral homes, morgues, and hospitals has concluded that the unburied dead are coming back to life and seeking human victims.
Partially muted for that one. That's okay. Oh man, I'm listening to Heavy 4000 right now. Or Heavy 9000. It's a good song. So I was playing with my Twitch settings. So you know, a funny story, right? Like once again, I want to thank the algorithm for listening to every word I say. And you know, like I got a meme, and I might post it on Facebook. It's hilarious, and it says, you know, like when you have like 0 views, you know, and then you say, hey, okay, thanks everyone for watching. So, anyways. The whole point of that is like I'm still gonna see if I can find a way to get people to start watching. So I'm gonna start like being better about updating my you know, simple things here. Like I guess this is what I'm doing right now. So I'm just gonna look into this. So here's my I'm gonna change the title here. See if I can get something better. So right now I am adding polygons to butt area in Blender, you know, and let's see what happens. Okay, and that's not the notification that we want to put there. VR songs and beats. Okay, so BR, let's see. Yeah, actually, that was fine. Oops. Crap. Okay. And then that's fine. Just chatting. Radio. It's suggesting radio. So it must be catching on to the fact that maybe I'm talking a fair bit. And that's something people appreciate, you know. Let's see. Let's see if like you know, for example, in YouTube, hashtags work in the title. So I don't know if this is something that Twitch does. So I'm gonna try it. Let's see, just chatting, learn more. What else is there? What are tags? Where are tags shown in Twitch? Okay. Alright, so let's try that. What else can I find? Let's see. Wait. Okay, so 3D modeling is on there. And vector art, it's not really what I'm doing. But they could be like interested in it. Mode creative. I think that's very specific to Minecraft. I'm not sure. For streams that feature the creative game mode, yeah, it's not for me. Animation, I'm not really animating, but weight painting is something that goes into it, so that might work. But no. Let's see. Educational. Hey, if you find if you find this educational, then you're finding everything in life educational. Something like that. Oh, so there's Unreal, but they don't have Unity, bro. Ah, man. Okay. But anyways, it's Blender. Anyways, I'm working with Blender right now. No. Unity. Wow. So only Unreal Engine's allowed to be like tagged here. Anyways, so that's kind of a venture in it. Alright, and there's one person watching, so that's kind of cool. So here I am, getting to the meat and potatoes, and I just wanted to add a brief notification on Facebook. Let's see here. Because okay, so I'm just trying to find my live. There it is. Okay. Now, adding polygons to the butt area with new render. Done. And now I feel like I've done my thing, you know. Because I really like VR, man. I don't know what else I'd be doing if it wasn't for the VR stuff, man. Okay, so there. I'm gonna delete that face and proceed here with the process. Proceed here with the process. And again, the reason I'm doing this is because I want more flexibility in this mesh area. If I have more vertices, then the mesh will be in a way more flexible. And the best way to subdivide is not with the knife tool. The knife tool will do good things for you if you got a steady hand, or if you're in a pickle. Like I was down here, I ended up doing something that looks kind of choppy there because I was using the knife, but it was kind of hard anyways, I think I just got the technique now, and I gotta say I really like it. You can see a nice subdivision there, you know, very, very nice to the center, perfectly in the center. And you're getting to get a feeling that this bodysuit just kind of feels like armor, you know, and that's a very cool feeling. That's something you want to get out of an anime character for sure. You know, like, why wouldn't your anime character wear armor? Like, that's the coolest shit, you know, like Saint Seiya, hello, you know. And that's kind of where I'm at. And I can't think of a faster way to do this. So if anyone knows, please leave a comment. The thing is, this is like an anime type avatar, you know, like, and I'm using, I don't know, like, I feel kind of primitive doing this, but I'm sure there are better ways to do this, but this is the way I know how to do it. And at this point, I may be going for comfort. I just want to do VR stuff, you know, like, just put it out, like, I feel like I have like a style. And anyone with a critical point of view will be like, well, yeah, you call it a style, we just call it like not very good. And I'm like, yeah, you know, but it's like I'm trying to do a lot of things here. And there's just so much continuous learning. Like I already like, anyways, nothing wrong with Blender 2.8, mind that, but why didn't I ever venture out into Maya? At the beginning, it's like $3,000, $4,000 to just like get the package or get the license for like a year. Like I don't want to spend on that, you know. And that was around 2012, and at that time, open source, free to use. It just sounded freaking cool, you know. It was like the cool thing to do. And that is a culture that continues in many ways. Be it noted here, I am still using that same software brand, Blender, with the only difference that it is now funded by the guys at Epic Games, you know. And those guys, you know, working with Unreal Engine. I wonder if I would be good for Unreal. Oh my god. I keep getting scared at it. I mean, I shouldn't be so scared of languages, but I just don't know why I like Unity so much more. Like, I already feel like I'm getting everything I could get out of, like, any engine, like, for myself. Like, I am making a VR project that I can publish on Steam VR, on Steam, you know, on the Steam store. Like, I can. And that's a whole community that I have not touched upon really too much. And I'm a member of a couple of communities in this Discord as well, you know, and there's a whole other crowd that I'm not really reaching out with to, like, on a daily basis. And I think there's a lot of value in those communities. I mean, there's a lot of value in every community, but sending signal out to everyone does involve a little management, more than I bargained for, you know. Anyways, I like to ramble sometimes, and that's perfectly fine. Because I live by a few simple mantras, you know. And whenever I feel, particularly, I am biased, but whenever I feel like my thinking starts going in a negative way, all I say is, I am not what I think of myself. Or I am not what I think of reality. And that is an empirical truth. Okay? I don't know what the empirical reality is. I have no idea. It's completely foreign to me. You know? Because my vision is so limited. And that's a basic human fact. So I've been watching videos on Stoicism. It's kind of cool, and I think I gotta go back to watching them. I just feel like it, kind of like, ooh, like, you know, like when I start resonating with like YouTube videos about stoicism. I'm like, hey, yes, I identify, you know, like I feel like in a way it might be like striking my ego, you know. But they're definitely interesting, and it's a school of philosophy that I think is not spoken of enough, you know, like. You know, and again, I only watched them, like I had a series of them. I think I'm gonna stop there. X vertice nano fell. Oh man. So I do want to say that, like, I kind of like being online, even if, like, just for myself, you know. Obviously, like, it's nice, like, there's always some return, like, there are some views always. And if I remember from a motivational speaker that I heard, kind of live, he said, you know, like, speak for the people that are in the room, something like this. Speak for the people that are in the room. And, you know, there are people out there, you know, I do get comments or likes once in a while, especially if I put some interesting stuff out there. You know, even just getting, like, compliment from, like, your mom. It's like, alright, see, mom, like, I did something. And if anyone else, if there's no one, absolutely no one, but there always is someone. At least you're speaking for yourself. If it's within your goals to be, you know, a streamer or some kind of online, you know, trying to have some kind of online presence. And here I can give you some of my good humor thought again, where I'm like, you know, you gotta play to win. You know? You gotta play to win. You can't win if you don't play. So here I am playing. And this is not, fortunately, this is not a New Year's resolution for me, you know. This is an initiative that I took sometime in November. So it's recent, but it's before New Year's. And it's like, you know what? I think I like to stream every day. Like, I just love streaming. And by the way, I should definitely be sharing this with the community, because I'm feeling kind of high vibe right now. Share with a group. Alright, so I am now sharing to a cool private group. And it's only because I was feeling kind of high vibe right now. And I kind of lost my train of thought. But I hope to get back into it. I am the talkative type. So anyways, here I am. And I do apologize for the title, by the way. It's just if I wanted to have like a cool custom title, I mean, the best I can do is leave a comment in my video, because I don't want to pay right now for Restream Premium. So that happened, you know, like, you used to be able to send customizable titles edited from your Restream homepage to Facebook, and now you can't. So it's now, but that's always been the one of their business models for Restream, is that they primarily they primarily get their money from selling this private kind of business with Facebook, specifically Facebook. You can basically stream to many other websites for free. Granted, they're like commercial public, you know. But Facebook, for some reason, that was their go-to, their one and only. Like, you need premium if you want to do any kind of custom work on Facebook. And I mean, I'm sure, like, if anyone else, like, I mean, obviously, if Aaron saw this one, you know, hey Aaron, you know, like, if he saw this one, you're like, well, you know, he's using Kajabi, and he's like, oh yeah, that's kind of cool. I don't know enough about it, you know. So anyways, here I am adding polygons to my avatar mesh. Okay, so that's my train of thought, right? Because I made it a commitment, and luckily it wasn't a commitment, right? Like a New Year's resolution kind of thing. Thankfully, it wasn't a New Year's resolution, you know. But I kind of wanted to be a streamer. I want to be a streamer, and I'm done, you know, giving myself excuses. So I've been trying to stream every day, and it's, you know, I can't say that I've done it every day. Sometimes I've liked the discipline, but I don't like to get off the train, man. I like it here. I just want to stay high five, man. And like, here's something that I could say to the High Five crew, if anyone's watching there. I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh man, it's one of those good things that just kind of leaves. Oh man. I just wanted to make streaming again, yeah, part of my everyday routine. Oh, this is what I was gonna say. The 6 levels of abundance. Yo, the 6 levels of abundance. I'm gonna make a video right now. Okay, so here's something that I heard for all of the big fans. To all the big fans of Bashar. If you guys remember, there was like a stream that the official Bashar YouTube channel made, and he was saying, like, he talked briefly about the 6 levels of abundance. Okay, and if you're hearing this from me, and then you can go double check, you know, the 6 levels of abundance. This stuff is amazing. So there's 6 levels, 6 types of abundance. So the first one is money, okay, whatever. The second one is gifts. So you can get a gift. And there are many meanings for what a gift can be, you know. So just whatever you feel is a gift. It might be a talent. That's how I interpret it. Like, if you have a talent, that's probably a gift. But a gift can also be like a nice new coat or something like this. That's also a gift. So gifts, right? So that's 2. The third one is communication. I don't know if it's the third one, but the third one that comes to my mind is communication. You know, so communicating is a form of abundance. Now, the fourth one, they said, is trade. So what is a trade? So, you know, I think of the most immediate meaning of what a trade is. A trade is work, you know. So whether you go shovel someone's driveway for $10, that's a trade. You're trading your time and effort, and they're giving you money back. I feel work in that way is a trade, right? So that's number 4. Number 5 is synchronicity. So we all, you know, we all see synchronicities, and we all have all these connections with the numbers, right? And that's kind of cool. And so, you know, there are communities that give more power to some numbers, and there are communities that give more power to other numbers, and we all give them positive meaning for the most part. And if it's not positive, then we try to see the positive in it as well. And yes, and that's number 5. And the sixth level, not the 6th level, the 6th type of abundance is imagination. You know, and it's like, wait a minute, that's cool, man. Like, and maybe that's why people go hating on the hippies and the happy people like that, because, you know, we got imagination, you know. And so there's 6 of them, but there's more to the message. I still remember it. You know, Bashar said like this. He was like, if you start seeing abundance in one type, one of the 6 types, if you suddenly get a ton, if you suddenly get like amazing amounts of one type of abundance, and then suddenly it stops, you don't keep looking for that one. You know, just keep looking around and you'll find one of the other 6, at least one of the other 6, you know. And that's the video for the High Vibe crew. All right. And now I'm gonna subdivide. So back to my usual daily. I'm just subdividing here. I just gotta say, I really like life. Woo, feeling the High Vibe crew. So yeah, I'm like totally into Bashar. He's cool. Anyways, he's like, I don't know. It's not like a secret, you know. But like, just saying his name is like so powerful. And he said something else also. I remember it. Something about like people in the workplace, like somehow, like suddenly, like some, and I have seen this in others, like a near superhuman quality that comes out of every one of us. If, like in our work, you know, like our ability to do like incredible things, you know. And and I gotta say, like, I was on site one time, and I was like thoroughly impressed by my lead. I was like, oh my god, like. So you know, that's something else Bashar said. There, I'm done. And okay, I can keep talking about it. So, you know, I wake up last night, and by the way, I don't feel fear. Like, I just, you know, if I go down, I usually get, like, anxious or get a little stressed, but I haven't felt either of those for a while. And a lot of it comes to in the very least, the daily morning that I do have, where I just try to have the best time in the morning. Like, I kind of like working when there's sunlight out. I just, if I start talking about like, you know, like esoteric things, like I find out that sunshine is really good for me. And that's kind of like a basic truth for most human beings, you know. Sunlight is great for you. So I like to work when there's natural light out, you know. And it's even part of my routine. Like if it's sunny, you know, my house faces to the south, and the kitchen window faces to the south, and I just soak in those morning rays, and it's like the best thing. Like, you know, again with the idea of like talking like with a tree and things, like trees love sunlight and humans love sunlight too, you know. And it's a great feeling to just sit there, especially someone like myself. I mean, I'm not gonna say that I saturate my eyes with more visuals than other people, because we're all constantly saturated, just constantly saturated by all kinds of visuals all the time. Like even if you're just sitting with your phone, or your phone and your TV, or your 3 monitors. You know, I only have 2. But you know, we just see so much, and it's like, it's cool to be a visuals person, like, you know, like be attracted to visuals. It's not bad, and but we're getting bombarded at like what some consider is like subconscious level, you know, like if you're like, I mean, I can speak this from the gamer's point of view, and I think all the gamers can agree, if there are any gamers, you know, watching. If you play games for too long, like, you're gonna see those games in your when your eyes are closed and you're trying to sleep, and it's not the most pleasant. It's not, I mean, it just takes away your focus completely. That's what I noticed. But I don't think I can give up games, man. At the same time, like, I want to say that I've reduced my intake of gaming by a solid 90%. You know, like, I've given up most of everything that was bad for me by about 90%. And I just really need to stay focused on myself right now. And just, because I'm seeing some great progress, man. Even if it feels like it's going slowly. Just being part of, like, feeling like you like what you're doing every day and there's, like, not a single regret, you know? That's probably a good feeling. And that's independent of anything. It's like, you know, something about achieving that feeling just for having a great daily routine. That's what it comes down to. That's really what it comes down to. And but also for me, like, I do like doing contract work. Contract work for me is, I find that it's a great trade, you know? It's a great trade. I love getting to know a crew for a little while. And then, you know, you really enjoy work. You just really enjoy it. And if you don't enjoy it, then it's just a short-term contract. It's a win-win, you know. And the pay is really good. So I don't know, like, I kind of like getting like months off, months on, especially because I don't have a drive for spending. I just don't have it. And yeah, for sure, some of it is for, you know, financial scarcity mindset, but for the most part, it's like I'm very chill. Like, even from the beginning, like, I never really cared for the Lamborghinis, you know. Anyways, change. That's a great one. I just want to say I love that one. You know, whenever I catch myself just going off rails on a negative thought, I just say change, and it's like I forget. That's a good one. And I've added change to one of my mantras. You know. Alright, so there I am, adding a lot of polygons. And there, I think, I'm gonna do this line also, so I'm gonna go ahead here and delete. Triangles are your friends sometimes, not all the time. Something like that. So here I am doing what I do every day. And the thing is, I can definitely see it that I'm like really sensitive to change. You know, I thought I was strong to change. Like I was always used to like a hectic schedule, and I loved it. Was it chaotic? It probably was. And I had a lot of trade, you know, a lot of work. And I just like that lifestyle. I don't know. But I also like staying at home for indefinite amounts of time. Staying home is looking kind of great. You know, like I have a fairly cool, like, why am I speaking like this is new? This is something like the act of being home. Like we've all been doing it, right, for like 2 years now. But we're slowly learning to live at home all the time. Regardless of financial situations, this is the only outcome, right? So here we are, all living at home. Yeah, I gotta say, I don't really crave social interaction that much. I've learned to really love living at home. Because I have a great daily routine. And maybe this is the part where I come out of my quiet self that I am at home. Because I am a very quiet self unless I'm streaming. And maybe this is where I bent off, you know. Sounds reasonable. I come here to a public forum to vent off, you know. And my venting off is really not too radical. Most of it is self-critical. You know, I am not for one party or the other, and that's because I didn't believe in politics from the moment that I understood what politics were. But that being said, I feel like there is a great social program here in Canada. There really is. You know, everybody please say thank you, Mr. Trudeau, you know, for the stimulus, for a great stimulus package. Because it's helped so many people. And even people that, you know, I mean, maybe felt entitled. Most of us, you know, needed it for sure. Not most of us, a fair amount of us. Or unfair, depending how you see it. And again, the main purpose of my visuals here is quite simply to just fill in dead air. With the main theme that I am, indeed, weight painting and adding polygons to the butt area. But as you can see, it expands if you add polygons. Ooh, actually, I don't need to do those there. Oh no, okay. Edges. I'm kind of seeing a new design. I kind of like it. I shouldn't be so stubborn, and I should adjust with new design measures here. Kind of like what the computer is suggesting here in terms of adding some red. And I did happen to delete some earlier, but I think it was in the crotch area, so it should be okay. But again, it's just more areas for my outfit to have bloom later on, or a different pattern, you know. And she's getting some changes, and I think that's cool. And by the way, this is like, I'm just updating the model here. I'm gonna be exporting it back into Unity, and I'm using a legacy version, Unity 2019. And that's because in the new Steam VR, in the new version of Unity, the one with URP, there's a new Steam VR. What I'm trying to say is this is pre-XR plugin management system. That's what I'm trying to say. If I want to use this avatar, I will have to pair it again. I will have to parent it again to the player and its mechanisms, and I don't know what the new mechanism is, and I just want to keep pumping material. I'm not really concerned, and I don't think anyone is concerned what version of Unity I'm using. So I'm just gonna continue going forward here. Yeah, so I'm using a legacy version of Unity. It's stable and it works for me, and I'm not the only person that does this, you know. Big corporate does it too, bro. When I was in Siemens, they still had Windows 98, and the year was like 2012. Give me a break. Like, and they had Windows Vista, and it's like fucking 2012. I'm like, are you serious? But honestly, like, the machines had Windows 98. I'm not kidding you. And they were running like Windows 98 fucking what do you say? Windows 98 SharePoint. Like, it was awful. Pepper Ridge Farms, remember. Now hopefully they've made changes since 2012, right? Like, that'd be good. That'd be good for them. And if they come at me for slander, then they can come at me. Where are they at me? I heard they're a peaceful kind of people. Alright, so I think I'm done subdividing here. Man, I get so ranty when I stream. I fucking love it. You know? So I recently watched the video. You know, this morning I watched the video. Again, the YouTube algorithm has never been this helpful in all of its existence. It's never been so communicative. Oh fuck. You know, and so this video is telling me you know that successful people, they're able to in a way delegate, but that's not the exact word. To have leverage, that's what they say, to have leverage. To be able to have a team of people that can help you do stuff, you know. And I just screwed that one up. To have leverage and to have like people work with or for you, you know. That happens, of course, at startup levels. You know, if it's like people from their homes, you know. but a lot of the times it's corporate investment with many millions of dollars at their disposal. You know, and that's how you're able to contract the best of the very best and have them do things for you at a full-time basis. You know, and that's kind of how it is. And the closest I got to something like that was I did an internship. I think my phone is ringing here. Okay, I'm gonna mute myself here for a second. Alright, and I just got a phone call, and that's cool. So I got couple little gigs lined up, so that's great. I'm just gonna continue here adding polygons. Alright, I don't know if maybe it's time for a stocks break. So it's 5:02. Might as well, why not? Gonna try and make this interesting. I'm gonna plug in an extra screen here. I'm gonna try to not make the same mistake I did last time. So let's see here. Where is... it's too much work. Let's just look at some stocks here. How are we doing? Let's see how Tesla finished for the day today. So newsflash. Uh, it seems that Tesla stock has fallen in price. It's a closer at 811.19, and so there does seem to have been some short selling here at the end of the day here, as we see the dip and a correction. It might look like a correction here. So here's a public service announcement. How do you say it? Extra. Tesla stock for sale. Tesla stock for sale. I repeat, there's a Tesla stock for sale. Buy it now while you can. Now, is it gonna continue to dip? I don't know, but it looks like it might keep going lower. So don't be surprised if you suddenly see Tesla stock dip even bigger. So I'm gonna make a video right now. I'm gonna make a video for YouTube. Extra, there's a big dip in the Tesla stock. Big dip in the Tesla stock. Is it gonna get lower? I don't know, but keep your eye on Tesla. Extra, Tesla stock for sale. Alright, so that's the news of the day. That's a drop of 7%. But that just looks significant. It's the biggest dip it's had since December, but how's it looking in 6 months? It's a little dip. It's a little one. If you see it from the 1 day, it looks kind of bad, but I think people are going to continue to be bullish for this one. Like Kathy Woods is expecting a price of 4,000. Other estimates see the price of Tesla going to 1,000. So it would be a major upset to see this number collapse. And I can't see reasons why Elon Musk and Tesla have major support from a major portion of the investor population on this planet. Let's just say it like that. People love this guy, and his products. And if you look up his astrology, you don't have to believe me, but there was a lot of fortune forecasting this year for him. Now, that being said, it is a year of shifting paradigms, so we don't know where that would go. But in my guess, Tesla will continue to rise all the way to 4,000. Anyway, so that was the news of the day. And now back to this. Alright, so here I am. I'm still subdividing. Am I doing this right? Why am I doing this? Ace of base, man. So yeah, oh man, I felt so strong when I was talking about the 6 levels of abundance. But that's like the most profound thing, honestly. Like that's the ultimate level of positivity, honestly. You know? And that's when I realized that I'm very abundant. I have a lot of abundance. A lot. I'm the most abundant man in the whole world. And it's funny, but I think my ex-singer, Liak, I think he's still promoting the rock band, man. Cause every day, that page keeps getting new fans. Now I don't know if it's real or if it's the Facebook algorithm giving you fake likes, but maybe it's something I should look into. I don't know. I have no idea why it has so many likes. But we don't do any work to it. But it feels like it's getting fans every day. And it's all my singer, I think. I don't know. I don't know why my band is getting likes right now. It hasn't been a band for years. I have no idea why it's getting likes. People reaches over 700%, man. What does that mean? You know? I mean, it sounds like a lot. I mean, you should be excited for things like this, but it's why is it reaching people? We haven't made a post in about over a year. Okay, so there was the last post was a year ago. Wow. It's the weirdest page, man. And it's getting noticed. Again, I don't know why I'm doing that. I'm being completely retarded right now. This is not to be failed. And now the color's throwing me off, man. Okay. Oh, I really fucked up that one. Shit. I need to delete some faces here. So I'll delete this here. Something like that, and I think that might be finished. I don't care for those inside. I'm just doing a quality check, making sure that I am actually adding polygons instead of just kind of fooling myself here. Constant battle that is my mind, man. Here's something that I found interesting, and kind of funny, but interesting for sure. Right? Is it wrong to always be positive? Is too much positivity, some type of psychotic disorder, you know? I don't want to get political, but there are some politicians, they see the good in the worst, you know, and it's kind of hard to justify it from outside of their point of view, you know. And I don't know, what else can I say? Other than this is looking badass, it's looking more and more like armor, and I love armor, so now we just need to make this better here. Yeah, if you want to make it look like armor, then wouldn't this be like, yeah, but she's like a virtual. And it's like, I still like the concept. Let's see. Let's go back into edit mode and give it a consistent paint color here. Okay. We did all that because we wanted a more rounded butt. So we just added a lot more polygons to this thing. So we're gonna go back into weight painting now. And let's see this. How's it looking now? Okay, so this is gonna start looking better soon. Okay, I'm gonna save my progress there, and I'm gonna grab a quick snack. I'm getting the munchies right now. So I just had myself a nice orange. Yeah. Oh man. Okay, here we go. So we're gonna make this nicer by subtracting here. I think subtraction is what we need. And we're gonna need to go back to edit mode and go to mesh. And then mesh. Face. Shade smooth. Okay. And then I'm gonna go back to weight paint mode. Boy, it's looking nicer. And I'm getting that effect by subtracting from the back here. And it's starting to look a lot more normal. And I am accomplishing this by adding geometry. I mean subtracting. Yeah, adding geometry and subtracting weight paint, but it won't take too much. That might be a little big. I might have gone a little over, so we can always dial it back a little bit. It's not a problem. And we're gonna try and avoid that wrinkle there. Again, we're gonna subtract there. No, we're gonna add there. And just check out how much that seems to have stretched, and then there. Just gonna add one there, a little bit there, and then a little bit there. Oops, that's too much. It's definitely too much. Okay, it's a pointy butt. And then from here, back here, we wanna probably subtract a little bit more. Alright, I'm gonna save my progress there. I'm gonna say that I like that. And then the front here is looking good too. There's an artifact there. It might just be a loose line, so I'm gonna quickly jump into edit mode. See if there's an extra line there. wireframe. See if there's something weird there, but I don't see anything there. I wouldn't be able to see where that line is. There's somewhere in there. There's a couple of edges there that are just loose. Okay, so I'm looking at this from the front, and I'm seeing too much stretching. So let's see if I can make this better. The only way is going to be to add here some more. I mean, I'm looking, I just want to see it less stretched out, right? That's the whole thing here. The main, so that might look a little more normal. That looks like a normal, like, cloth type of band there. So that's kind of cool. Kind of like that. And I'm gonna save that, and let's see what happens. I'm gonna go back into object mode, and then I'm going to go into post mode, and select this bone and go Alt R, and then I'm gonna go into object mode, and then Alt hide, and there's the avatar's body. And we're gonna go back into post mode, and we're gonna test it. And if we look at it this way, wow, it's bending really nice. It starts to break around there, but I don't see a reason why I should have to bend my leg back that far. But even at that way, if you look at it from far away, you really don't care. And it's already bending quite nicely. It's actually coming off here a little bit, so that's something that is actually getting my attention. So let's come and bring it down. Yeah, so that right there needs to be improved. And the way to do that, okay, so let's go forward now. And there is some breakage there again. Okay, so that one is easier to fix because what I have to do there is remove influence, or remove weight from the back there. So let's try that right away. And then I'm gonna mute my microphone here for a second. Sorry, I had to mute my microphone there for a second. And what we need to do now is we need to subtract here a little bit. So let's subtract. And I'm gonna say that's really good. And then we're gonna bend it back the other way. See where it starts to break right there we're gonna want to add more. Wow, that was too much. Okay. So I definitely want to take off some weight from there for sure. Something like that. And now we're gonna want to add a little bit more over here. And I gotta say, adding geometry definitely made this a lot easier. Okay. Adding polygons, you know. I'm gonna take my progress right there, and then we're gonna look at it here for a moment. I gotta say that's pretty good. And then the front is there. And then forward, it looks good. It really does look good. And then the final test, the final stress test is this one here, where we bend it this way, and we see a little breakage there. Now let's see how far out that is. So I don't think I would ever bend that way anyways. So let's look at it once more here. And again, we're just seeing the typical breakage there. And we gotta think of how we're gonna fix that. And I think the answer is going to be more weight. Yeah, adding weight is doing it. Oops, that's not the one I want. So we're going to subtract that a little bit. I just don't know why that's happening there. Oh, we need to add more and subtract a little more there as well. Okay, so I think at this point I may be finishing the stream here. Let's see how long I stream for. And I think I may be coming back a second time. Sometimes I do, I usually do. Sometime after dinner. And I just want to see how long I've been streaming for here. An hour and 20 minutes. That's usually what I do, and that's 80 minutes. That's pretty good. And I will stream again, and I will reset some titles and things like that. Hopefully we'll see what I'll be doing in a few hours. Anyways, thank you for watching another episode of VRs.